Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV live. So first, I'm gonna start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. So just when we thought it was safe to get back out there, here we go. Our normal that we're trying to get back is being interrupted because the Delta variant of the coronavirus is out there. So now what are we going to do? Do we go back to closing up, to sealing off everything, to staying away from people, from no more parties and this and that? You know, Lollapalooza just was in Chicago, and you saw all of these people, millions, thousands of people. They were out there. They were out there. Everybody say what's up to Maurice. Yes,
What's
sir.
up, man?
Yeah. I like the vibe, boy. I like the vibe.
All right.
You know, but what do we do? Are we going to go back to that? Are we going to? Because remember, a long time ago, even us on this show, we said, if you are not any better, if you're doing the same thing, you got to be doing something different as you came out of the pandemic than you came in. Okay, if you weren't doing something different, something wrong. Now we going back in again.
Right. Man, right. That's
So,
crazy, ain't it?
Man, so do we say, if you're going into the pandemic, la 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 la, you know? I mean, so my thing with that is that, we have made, some people have made progression.
Yeah.
Do the progression stop and you got to start over? What are we going to do? Do we go back to the masks?
Of course, we got to go back to the mask. We got to go back to the mask. I mean,
go back to the mask.
I mean, they in full effect now, and I'm vaccinated. What's crazy is I didn't cause the backslide that we got going on. Right. The people that didn't want to get vaccinated, they caused the backslide. So,
and those backsliders, here we go.
See, we'll bring everybody down.
And look, I'm vaccinated too. I got a video that talks about if you're vaccinated, are you still gonna get it? I mean, are you still available to get? I say available, but
Yeah, you are. I mean, a lot of people don't know. I mean, you'll get it. You can get it and carry it and pass it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't know. You may be vaccinated, and you're 110. You are 110. You ain't had no effects, but you carrying a heavier dose. They said something about the variant is a heavier dose, and people that are vaccinated, they might get a little weak or something like that, but they ain't gonna get like the full dose. And the dose that you giving the person, that right. That's the reason that they didn't get vaccinated. The reason why we all screwed up is because they didn't get vaccinated.
And man, I was just saying, Chicago just had Lollapalooza. Did you see the sea of people that was out there?
Man, look, they canceled one of like the major country western artists last night. It was because of a storm, but I kept thinking that ain't nothing but it's gonna be a big old stew, cooking because it was thousands of people waiting on Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is like gigantic here, dude. So,
that's Michael Jackson.
Hey, dude, it was so many people downtown. It was like, and they just killed the concert because of the weather. Weather was real bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if that went on last night, that'd have been a super spreader event without a doubt.
Yeah, but it did go on, and they had a lot of rap artists out there, and it was just a sea of people. And I always tell people, man, a lot of people, like if you got the Smash Mouth and the other white rock groups, they jump off the stage and they get caught. Ain't no black people coming off the stage.
I can't remember. It was a comedian talking about, that if Bobby Brown jumped off the stage, he was apart like the sea. And his ass would bounce off onto the ground. So where's everybody at tonight?
They coming, I guess, Yeah. And I apologize to everybody, man. Look, I would tell y'all what happened Thursday and Friday, but it's only for my people. So Maurice, I'll tell you what happened later.
All right. I see my boy Chris. I saw that video.
Yes.
Is that one of their local announcers or something?
No, that's a TV show out there in Vegas.
Oh, okay. That must be his TV show, and he's putting up something
Yeah,
for the
so
local, showing Chris some love.
yeah, showing Chris some tall love, and
Mm-hmm.
let's all support them when it he's gonna have something for everybody to do. We just gotta be ready to do it.
Well,
That's what happened.
my guys are ready. I mean, they already knocked on the door for him. So
Oh yeah, it's all good. Everything's gonna go well. Like I said, we here at Dope Living TV Live, we okay. We gonna business keep moving. We always gonna keep moving, y'all. I mean, not saying it to be in any arrogant or condescending way, but
it's the tooth.
we old enough to understand what's going on, and we old enough to navigate differently. Okay, as well as a lot of you guys are too. So, and Maurice, I haven't put your shirt in the mail yet, but I'm gonna put it in there.
You see, I could play it.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. Are we gonna have this Maurice now?
Well, what happened is I found my camera. This camera actually follows your face and stuff, so I had to turn that feature off. I didn't want to get up and leave out of the room and think, and my grandbabies come running across here and the camera go falling in.
And bucket nakedness all
so I had to. I messed around, lost the software. I found the software and actually rearranged a few things on my desk here. So
cool. I like the vibe. I'm gonna have to change my vibe. This Dope Living background is getting a little old for me. I'm tired.
But use a new one.
I would, but
can you GIF it out on a green screen behind you?
Oh yeah, I can do a lot.
Put a GIF behind you and just let it roll through the whole show.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna knock it out.
Psychedelic, like a you remember how the lava lamps used to do? Mm-hmm. You have something like that running with the Dope Living logo going in lava in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Uji run behind me with a blunt in his mouth. He's gonna be smoking weed. Uji, if you come on and you heard that, bro, I would go. Anyway, man,
hey, he'll come on there with one fired up. You better watch it.
I already know. No, Uji's a changed man. He don't do all that no more. He's good. Good. Don't do all that no more. Jeff Rutherford, what's going on? Hey man, look.
Jeff.
Maurice, I'm sitting here. I'm in GI. Okay.
What?
And so I got a chance to see Jeff. So shout out to that brother. I got a chance to see Gina. I didn't get a chance to get out there to Aurora, but I'll probably get there before I roll to go see Nyla.
She's in Aurora, Illinois. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Suzette. Got a chance to drop off her t-shirt. Marcella, I saw Marcella. So I was making rounds, man, but I was tired, and I'm still tired. I had no sleep, bro. And Marcella kind of went off on me, but it's all good. We got to do what we got to do.
She went off on you. Why she go off on you?
She said a couple of little things. Then she go right there to defend herself. What's up,
hey.
Wait a minute. I went off on who, when, where? What did I
do? She went off on me, telling me, you need to rest. What you gonna do if?
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
that's rightfully so. I mean,
but it's all good. I mean, like I said, I accept all of that, man. I know what I've done. I know what I'm doing, and I just got to change some things up. So I
see Maurice.
Yes.
Sorry.
And it looked good. She said sorry. Yeah.
How you doing, sis?
Hey,
everybody! Just so y'all know, all three of us graduated the same year from the same high school.
We did.
Hey, I didn't know Johnny
Jackson.
Yeah. I didn't know he was NAACP,
I didn't know either. I did something with Johnny, man. I did he does a lot of promotions for
he does a lot of things, dude.
A youth orchestra.
Me and him was in like Miss Thomas class together at Westside.
Oh, Johnny is a phenomenal individual, man. He called me and said, "Well, Greg, I need somebody to document this and do the show for the youth concert in Chicago, doing in California as well." And I said, "You know what, Johnny? Cool, I'll come through." And Johnny kind of directed me in a way, and then he said, "Greg, you know what? Do what you do." And so we did it, man, and it was a phenomenal event. And I, like I said, for friends and stuff like that, man, I do stuff out of love. You know what I mean?
I mean, him and Charlie Metcalf blew up too. I think Charlie Metcalf running up.
Yeah, he did.
He's running some clubs in Atlanta.
and yeah, but he's in Texas, but he's doing some stuff all over too.
Uh-huh.
So, look, man, our class is phenomenal. Our class was
Man,
something else.
everybody doing something.
Yeah, we got to do that. Got to do it. That's what we do. So, but we trying to get back to normal, and now our normalcy has been interrupted with this coronavirus. This
Now we got to go
Delta
back.
variant, and this Delta variant. I don't know where. The Delta where? The Delta India, Delta China, Delta what?
The thing about it is, I like we was talking about earlier. It ain't us. We got vaccinated, but we paying the price for the folks that didn't get vaccinated.
Yeah. So now we all gotta panic. I don't want to say panic, but that's what a lot of people are doing now. Now, Maurice, everybody want to get shot now. I don't care what shot it is.
Well, we got what's so crazy is these people, even though the variant is out and they're screaming that, hey, this ain't no joke, y'all.
It's not no.
It's people still don't want to get this daggone vaccine, dude. And I said, look, it was, shoot, it was man, millions and millions of people done took this shot and they still hesitate.
Yeah,
I didn't take it at first. I finally went last week and took my first shot, Pfizer.
Okay.
But my reasoning was more medical reasoning.
Mine was too.
I had no immune system at the time. I was on meds that can kill me. And I already had an autoimmune illness. Plus, then I was on meds that could kill me. And they were like, I was like, okay, people are getting sick off of these vaccines. That didn't make sense to me. Because if I had gotten sick, they were telling me I would not be able to fight it. It was to the point whereas I was told if I got a cold, I'd probably die from it. I could not fight it. I've since been weaned off of that med, well, those meds. And so I have a niece that's a med student. I have cousins that are nurses. I've talked to my doctors. I've been in the hospital 3 times in the past 3 months. Oh, Lord. And I had people in the hospital telling me, don't get it. If I were you, I would not get it. And I'm like, hold up.
Oh,
hey, Suzette.
I put my drops in the eye.
Hey. But doctors were telling me now I'm eligible. I can get it. And so I did get my first shot, like I said, last week. I'm glad it was put to me in this manner. Think of it like this. If you stay unvaccinated and you get the illness and a relative or a close friend get it from you, how would that make you feel?
Yeah. And see, that was a lot of here. A lot of people didn't get it. And, their kids ain't got it. So they ain't getting it. I said, we all going to go. We're going to go together. That kind of mentality. And actually, I understand that because, me and my wife, she works for the police department. So, they was pushing for her to get it. And so I said, baby, we're both going to go. What's wrong, Susie?
What you doing?
Who's talking?
Yeah, that's me.
Marie. What you say, stranger?
It's not just a little circle doing like this right here.
I said, that's not him. It sounds like I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
And they were talking about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
So we both went down together. I'm on one of those people that because I got diabetes and I got high blood pressure. So and I had a stroke 19. So I have to make sure that I don't do nothing stupid or I might end up with some problems.
They're telling us not to go to the UK. But then there was, I don't remember the doctor, something with the CDC. She's now saying that Florida is running rampant.
It's hot. Yeah.
And there are different other states now where it's just the cases of the Delta variant is just going crazy. And with the Delta variant, it's easier to catch.
And the governor went on vacation. He gone.
Pardon me?
Huh?
The governor went on vacation.
Yeah. Texas government did too. He said, "Deuces, I'm out of here." He went to freaking Mexico.
Sure, God did.
So that means we have to take our own health into consideration. Our families stay masked up. Look at Chicago, Lollapalooza.
Oh, Lord.
That was ridiculous. That made no sense at all.
Night.
Yeah. And you all, someone's saying, well, you're outside. Those people are all up on each other, like pressing against each other and stuff, and you're in each other's faces. And no, that's just what they call it, the Rona Fest.
Mm.
The Rona Fest. It's gonna come out. And if people keep on doing that, I was shopping earlier today, and the amount of people without masks was just ridiculous. And they look at me because I have a dry cough, and they're looking at me. German festival. Yeah, it sure did, L'Oreal. Exactly.
That's good.
German festival. I like that too.
But we're not gonna be able to get a hold of it as long as people are out here saying, I don't want to wear my mask. You can't tell me what to do. I have rights. You wear your seatbelt.
No, get your anus away from me.
So are we back to square one? Are we back to square one?
I think we're going back to square one. And you're having
square one.
And you're having still people are not getting workers in, and there's a shortage. I was just reading Costco starting to have shortage of like toilet paper again, things like that. They're going back to the limits of what you're buying, because I've started back to do my prepping again to go ahead and stock up for the fall and the winter. And I have issues when you give me limits, because I'm a preppy.
Well, they had one man. I'm sorry. They had one man on TV. He's on the ventilator. He can hardly breathe. And they said, "Well, when you get out, are you gonna get the you're gonna get a shot?" He said, "I'll never get it." He said, "I'll die before I take it."
Okay.
Because he couldn't hardly breathe.
Hey,
they're getting blood clots from these.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And it's really political. It's so political, it ain't even funny.
Mm-hmm.
We got a guy that he's dang on his deathbed. He's one of those conservative talk show hosts off of WTN here in Nashville. Well, Franklin, 99.7, Mr. Valentino, and he is on his deathbed. And he done told his brother, you tell everybody we know to get this damn shot. His words.
What?
Yeah, and he was
I just wonder why, because I was one of those two that did not want to take it, but
at first, yeah. I mean, you had your doubts at first. It's like, wait a minute, this shit was too quick. Excuse my French.
Yeah, because I'm saying
that's not French.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
People
Negroid.
We had to experience. People got. I mean, the virus came out, but all of a sudden, bam! You got 3 cures. You got three.
What I'm talking about.
Well,
those are not cures.
You got to remember that's an RNA virus. Those RNA vaccines that they have been working on forever for other stuff, and they applied it to this, and it worked quicker. Which, if you understand, RNA works at the level of DNA level. So,
I'm like, we've been had HIV out here for 40 years. People got, anybody.
Actually, the research and development came from that.
They got shots for that too.
Yeah.
Shots for what?
HIV.
Yeah. But it's not
the coronavirus has been out here for a long time. It didn't just come in 2019. Right. If you look, there are people who are showing like disinfectant bottles and things like that they've had for years, back before 2019. And it's showing on there that it's effective against the coronavirus. So it's something that's been out here. Why it started running rampant all of a sudden, I have no clue.
Because of the carriers. People were carrying it, bringing it from this place to that place. And so they started carrying it to everyone. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't know for sure.
But now we got the monkeypox out here too, they're saying. The monkeypox. It's a real illness. And people are I think they're in Texas. There are several cases in Texas, Wisconsin.
I know.
But it's so much out here, and it's scary.
So again, my question is, are we going back to, some of us have already done that, but we're going back to the masks. Are we going to?
I never left the mask.
Are we going to stop going to the events? Are we going to change up again? We're going to hole up again and start losing business and things of that nature. How do you think the government, the cities, the mayors, the governors, how do you think they should react to this now?
Well, for one
how they should react or how they're going to react, because it's all about money for a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about money, like that Lollapalooza. That was a money thing, I truly believe.
Yeah, that's
And a lot of the politicians are afraid also of how the people are going to react when it comes back to election time, because you have so many people like, don't put restrictions on me. I want to do whatever I want to do. I had a person at the beginning, around the, I don't want to say beginning, mid of the pandemic. I was at a conference and she came in without a mask. And I was like, oh no, and here you have to put a mask on. And her reply was, oh, I had COVID. I have antibodies, so I don't need to wear a mask. And I was like, and it was like, you got two choices: put on a mask or you got to leave out of this building. Period.
So now that because we got the the vaccination, we super now, right? We Superman, Superwomen, and that's what people do, or the ones that have already had the virus. Okay, well, I had the virus, so it's a 99.9% chance that I won't get it. That's a lie. That's a lie.
They're getting the Delta. They're getting the virus. People that have been vaccinated with both are getting the virus, and there's talk that there's a possibility that you're going to have a booster.
Well, that's what they're talking about on Pfizer, that they're talking about getting a booster. And see, the variants come from COVID evolving. So, different COVID strains. So you got to remember, that's right. And it's coming from people that's been vaccinated, and it's putting up a fight. It's kind of like HIV was. That's basically HIV was basically changing, and the reason why the body couldn't keep up, and then it turns into full blown AIDS. But it changed and changed and changed so much, and didn't keep up with it. That's the reason why AIDS was so devastating, because
and then with everything opening up, it's going to get worse. It's only going to get worse and mutate and get stronger and stronger.
Well, tell me this then. Now we went through the H1N1 and nothing kind of really happened.
That's totally different.
I'm just saying. Then we went to the that thing again with an M. What was it called?
Mercer.
Mercer. SARS. We went to SARS.
SARS.
Yeah, and then Mercer too was there.
Yeah, Mercer's a mug.
But you stop that at the door.
Yeah, but you got to remember,
opened it up.
Exactly. He was the one that said, "Oh, I ain't got to worry about none of this."
Mm-hmm.
And
he's trying to make himself stay there.
Well, and this is now again running rampant in hospitals and in nursing homes, senior homes, and things like that. Is running rampant again. And there is a new one. It's a new illness I just read about yesterday that's rampant in the hospitals. They say it clings to walls. It clings to the hospital privacy curtains. It's clinging to things and sit there. And then it, whatever, if you touch it and things like that, if you're in the room and it's coming, and people are getting this now, and they're not talking about that.
Well, Mercer is like that.
No, this isn't Mercer. It's something new. I just read about either last night or the day before.
It's called my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Holding hands with my ex-husband. Come on now, Greg. Come on.
Y'all need to cut it out. Right, y'all need to cut it out.
Okay, Maurice, tell them.
Facts. I know that's right. Give me 5 grand. Give me 5. Yeah, all that. Bam.
I got hands now. I can say
Yeah, they holding hands, running around here, causing confusion and ish.
Ex-wife clinging to curtains and
even trying to get it all, lady. Trying to get it all. Son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
I was gonna say something else.
But look, let me tell you. But see, and that brings me to relationships and stuff. Now we just got, everything was opening up, and everybody that's been holed up together and getting tired of looking at their mate, this and that. Now they got to get back to it. Okay, that's gonna be a psychological downer. Okay, I done been in the house, not me personally. I've been in the house a year with this woman. She been getting on my damn nerves. I don't like the fact that she cook eggs
every day,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact.
Sound like you need somebody who know how to cook.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
talking. Cook for yourself. Either way, it goes.
Oh, that person that you are speaking of. We know about you. That person you're speaking of, that ghost of a person. We know. Yeah.
How are these couples gonna do it? Have you guys, those that are married? Okay, I mean, and in couples, how's that gonna be? Y'all gotta now. You gotta hunker down again. and
well,
the person, you know, that you needed some space from. You know, it's good that you're married, you're together and stuff. You're supposed to be together.
It sounds like fun to me.
I
Okay.
understand. I got
Hey,
the shot
it
so
sounds like
early.
fun.
I
That
got the
sound like
shot so
party
early. I
right
couldn't wait
there.
to get back home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely was going out there. You know, I was gone. Greg could tell you I rolled. I mean, I had the shot and I had my mask. If they had needed me to have a mask when I went in there, think about it. Most of the places I went, you know, I'm stuck in a box somewhere. I'm cooking. So in the summertime and freezing in the wintertime. So
Maurice, you drive a truck?
no. That truck you see, that's my service vehicle.
Oh.
I work on ATM networks.
Hey, speaking of that, guess what I saw the other day?
Well,
Hey, before you say that, I'm gonna let you get back to that, okay? Maurice, look at them sporting that property of dope living.
Wait a minute. I'm not living.
Hey, hold.
I'm dope living. I'm not living anymore. I'm dope living.
That's right.
Original download.
Right. Maurice, we're gonna change that, dog. We're gonna change that.
Man, I got so many different t-shirts. The kids just give me all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Oh yeah.
Horse race.
What?
Beginning of the pandemic.
For real?
I guess. I don't know.
It did. They were talking about that. And that goes back to when we had our relationship one-on-one. When, you know, some people are talking about, oh, money, you know, and a lot of people say, oh, this one have money, so I'm gonna be with this one. I'm in love, and it was in love with the person's money. And I remember making a comment: who is the person, if that money leaves, or the celebrity status and things like that, can you still deal with that person? What type of character does that person have? Do they have integrity? Do you have anything really in common? You know, other than just sex. You know, what do you have in common with that person? And it came to the point where everyone was just like two ships passing by, and now you're in quarantine and you're in there, and it's like, oh, I don't know that person. Who is that person?
Well, we had a conversation about that too. It's got to be more than sex, because you know, when it's all said and done, hey, when years get passing and you know you ain't got the mighty muscles no more. When it's all said and done,
Shut up, Greg.
Greg talking about Viagra and Cialis is there.
That's right.
He is so bad. He needs a whooping.
Hey, Greg, that Viagra, Cialis, and an air pump.
Sounding good, like what you was talking
about.
Air pump.
Good. I'm still good, but at the end of the day, two popsicle sticks and a ribbon.
Oh man, you a mess. You a mess.
Who is he not? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, when we used to work together, he used to have us cracking up so hard down there. I don't know, sometimes I don't know how we got our work done.
That'll be right there. Two popsicle sticks, and I don't care if I get in a rush, it's gonna be 2 twigs. You know, I'm gonna put the twigs. I'm gonna make it stand though. We're gonna do some things. We're gonna do
my brother.
Yes,
sir.
Don't give away all the secrets.
I want you to all the secrets. Oh Lord.
Don't give away all the secrets.
I'll give them all away.
My brother.
But you know, I fear that there's going to be more divorces, Samantha. And Samantha, you should be on here too, sporting yours, all right? But
she didn't get hers yet. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay, my bad. But yeah, and that's the thing that I don't want to see, but you know, it's going to happen because now it's the thing about the same old soup. And I'm not saying nothing about Suzette, Maurice, y'all with the marriages, the beautiful marriages, beautiful situations. But I'm just saying, man. And I guess I've been built a little.
See the smile on my face. She ain't even in the room. She upstairs.
But
all right, now that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all as I talk to y'all making me get to the point of I want to be in one of those. Okay, I want to be in one of those.
Trust me, brother. You just don't want to be. You got to find the right one, and when you find the right one, it ain't gonna. You'll be in there. You won't even know it. You won't even notice it.
That's the thing. I'm not looking. I'm letting God bring her.
Right. That's exactly what happened. I wasn't.
Amen.
I had a plan for my life. I told you about my plan, didn't I?
You want to make God laugh? Have a plan.
Okay.
That's good.
Anyway, I wasn't gonna meet nobody. I wasn't studying none of that. And here he come. I said, "Dang, where did you go with that?" Yep. So yeah, I
came out of left field, didn't he?
But did it come through as the pandemic was going on?
That was before the pandemic.
You met him before the pandemic?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. 4 years ago.
Okay.
Well, you know, with me, I'm single, and it's funny because I've always said, okay, I'm good by myself, da da da. But then I was like, I would start thinking, like, you know what? I wonder if, okay, you know, it'd be nice to be back in a committed relationship. And I just said that to myself. And for some reason, family and friends are coming up, you need to be married. You need to be married. And I started laughing. And this is the past several months because I was like, why do I need to be married? You know, and they were like, because of the way you are, you just need to, we want you to be married. And I'm like, well, can y'all just let God send me somebody? You know, but it's hilarious to me because just out the blue, family and friends that are not, you know, around each other, to know that the other one is saying that. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess what's going on?
You know what they say, God speaks to his people.
Okay.
So, and and one of these days, I just want
Maurice.
you guys to be committed.
Yes.
I want you guys to just give us advice. I don't want to. I don't want. Just give us advice on how to maintain and how to get that right person. You know, not today, but you know, I just want you guys. I want you, Maurice. I want you, Suzette. I want Uji. Who else we got on here?
Gina and hers
and Naya. I want to know.
And I have questions for them when we do that couples thing.
Yeah,
I have some questions about that, like that too.
I just want to know how to do it. But let's get back on track here, man. So now we also got to deal with the schools. All right. Now the school said, "Hey, we can reopen back up. Everything's cool." Are they going to force or make these kids wear masks? Are they going to have some kind of mandate, or are they going to go back to online? What do you think?
Okay. From what I've been hearing in this area, I'm in the Maryville School District.
Hold on, Marcella.
Okay,
I want to make sure that we rate this properly because there's nudity on screen now. So.
You know what?
Put the NC-17.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead, Marcel. I'm sorry.
You ain't doing nothing.
Okay. So what I've been reading between Maryville and Crown Point, we're just Northwest Indiana schools, that they're saying if they're vaccinated, that they don't have to wear a mask. And then it's up to some of the parents, because a lot of the parents are saying, oh, my child can't breathe well. I worked at Maryville High School in one of the elementary schools. And that was when we were on virtual. And it was like, okay, it's just the staffing there. And they were like, some of them wore masks, some of them didn't. And I was like, we're supposed to be wearing masks. Well, it's just a few of us in here, you know, and everyone wasn't vaccinated, but they're wanting to open up the schools full time. No more virtual, because a lot of students are failing.
Do you think they should?
I don't think they should. And but they're saying using that a lot of students are failing. But the issue is, let's say the math they're doing now, it's a new math. My grandkids came home and I'm like, what the heck is this? My grandson was having trouble with long division. And I started showing him how we did long division. He caught on just like this. He's like, well, that's not how the teacher explains it. And so I told him, but if you look on Facebook at these parents who had to homeschool the children doing virtual learning, their remarks were, we don't care what you are teaching these kids, how you're teaching them. We don't know that way. So parents were teaching them the old school way, the way we were taught. And some of the kids were catching on, but they're like, heck, the parents can't even catch on. I took a class at Purdue. I've been out for years. I told them, start me back from the beginning. I'm old. I don't remember all that stuff. They had me do some testing. They didn't start me in the beginning. I had to drop it because it was like no instruction. It was like just solve. I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck is this? I'm old. I don't remember this stuff. And I couldn't.
Go ahead.
I couldn't get with it. But they're worried about the kids failing.
And see, I'm thinking seriously because, okay, yeah, I don't know if but they had to do something, but to have them at home with all the distractions at home, not being socially,
that's my whole thing. I mean,
and then that's when mental illness comes in, because then you have depression. They're not able to see their friends.
Right.
Now they're online with the video games with their friends, And I know with Maryville, all the kids got Chromebooks.
Well, yeah.
But then you have your phone. Everyone has a smartphone. So you're on the phone and you're supposed to be able to, your teacher's supposed to be able to see you. But the kids know how to get around that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are they learning? And go ahead, Maurice. You're saying.
No, that's exactly what you're already saying. You know, about the social part. See, we had something called Social Studies Plus. We had recess, and we got a chance to socialize with the people that we, you know. I mean, the virtual stuff is cool. I mean, back in the day, actually, I was hurrahing this. I have a stepmother that is a teacher, and she had to go through some changes when she moved to Texas. She was a principal there for a minute, but you know, and I have uncles and stuff that you know that were educators, and they had to go through some changes. I mean, some real changes because this stuff with the virtual. You can't get the effect. Like you can look at normally you can look at a child and you know, hey,
they have to be disciplined. Number one, the child has to be disciplined. The parents have to be disciplined because you have a lot of parents that are not true parents. No. They don't want to be bothered with the kids. The kids don't want to be bothered with learning because it's like, oh, we at home, so it's a snow day. You know, it should be a fun day. And then when the parent is not there, you know, the teacher will be there in the class to kind of corral them. But then with the parent, well, your teacher should be, you know, teaching you. I don't want to, you know, go over this. And so the kids can just have the Chromebook open and then the phone is right there. And because the parent is not watching to see what's going on, a lot of these kids are failing.
Well, we forced my middle grandson, I'm sorry, used to come over here. And you know, when the pandemic first started, and you know, he get on a video game, he could play until his heart content. But you had to shut him down on it, you know, when he had his classes. I mean, shut him down. I go to the daggone network and cut off his connection. And you know what this little rascal did?
And then you have parents that had to work.
IP address and reset it.
You had some parents that had to work.
Smart.
IP address and reset it. And you know, only had his Chromebook on. You know what I'm saying? All he did was disconnected the one that I turned off, and picked up another one. Simple.
Maurice,
yeah.
How old is your grandson?
15. That's the middle one. I got one son graduated high school last year to 2020, and they just, oh my God, they should have done something better. I mean, then I actually had a great niece and a grandson graduate in 2020, and they should have done something better. They should have done something way better.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too.
So that you can't get that back. You know,
those graduation things. You know,
I hated that I missed our prom. I ended up going with my girlfriend. See, I was dating a girl in Markham, and I went to her prom.
I went to 4, but I was a whore. But anyway,
or not.
We're on national internet, you know.
Yes, I was a whore, and I smelled like one as well. Suzette, you were gonna say something?
I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, after that you came.
But you know, they said that kids lost 50% of their reading.
I listened to NPR. Yeah, the NPR was saying that too.
50%.
And it affected minority kids, black and brown kids more than it affected, you know.
Because they wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for the internet because a lot of those kids didn't have internet. They didn't have no plan set up for it. They didn't have computers. You had people that had 3 and 4 and 5 kids in school. How many books is that? And how you walk around all that?
So are they ready now?
Huh?
Are they ready?
No,
now?
I don't think so.
No, first of all, you got to do something about internet prices.
The cable companies have it very cheap for families that are low income and things like it might be like $10 a month or something. So it's just a matter of the
bandwidth.
Huh?
Got to give up bandwidth. I mean, those Chromebooks, and you got a lot of them on one router, they use up a lot of bandwidth, and that ain't gonna be cheap for long because
those Chromebooks go down some too. A lot of times, because when I had my grandkids, I would go in the room and I'm like, okay, wait a minute, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's down, and then I hit Facebook, and all through Facebook in the Maryville community. They're all in there like, hey, are your kids Chromebooks down? Are your kids Chromebooks down and things like that?
You know what the issue is, Marcella? You know what the issue is, right? You
It's a
got
core
Chrome,
problem. Oh.
Apple. You get
Yeah.
Apple, right?
I'm
Get
still
Apple.
Android.
The reason why I got Chromebook because that's what they asked for them to have at school. We bought his, you know, and of course I didn't buy no slouchy one. I bought a really nice one,
That's
you
the
know.
school.
Maryville, you couldn't use your own. You had to use theirs.
No, they was talking about giving us that crap, you know, the kids done abused, done dragged through the mud and everything, you know, class before that because they've had a bunch of classes where they use those Chromebooks and stuff here already before the pandemic, but they were using them on snow days only. So you went virtual on the snow day.
You had we didn't do virtual in Maryville on snow days when we were going regularly, but they did buy a lot more, and then they had to go to iPads for the elementary school kids because they couldn't do Chromebook. So we did Chromebook for junior high and high school, and then for the elementary kids we went iPad.
Apple.
My granddaughter, the youngest one, that was that's what I got her iPad, and she loves it. I think she is number 2, but she loves it.
They have an Apple iPad now that's a long one. Have you seen that, Greg?
That's a professional.
I just actually upgraded mine, so actually I have an extra iPad. Anybody want it?
Pro
for free?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Them eyes went big, didn't they? Like, woo!
You see how big the eyes is?
Nothing in the Dope Living organization is free.
No, but
gas or cash. Anyway,
my daddy pulled that sticker off. My mother put it on. My daddy pulled it off the dashboard.
Let me ask y'all though, man. Look, okay, we're back into this, all right. And you know, somebody had mentioned the low income people, all right.
Okay.
But you know that their amnesty period is up because of COVID. COVID helped them out. COVID helped them out because as it went through, everybody was able to defer their house payments and their apartment payments for 9 months, something like that. It's over now. So now these people are like, uh-oh.
But they're saying people are owing like 40 and 50 grand.
Yes.
And I'm not understanding
what,
because there were a
lot of people going on before that then.
Yeah. And see, and that's what I'm saying, because you know, people were getting unemployment, they're getting stimulus payments.
But what are they doing with it?
And see, that's my point. There, when you have kids, because I was trying to find me some dependents. I was trying to see if my 2 cats, if I can claim them suckers.
You could ask yeah, 15. Go ahead.
But wait a minute, I know.
I thought you could have asked Uji. He had 15.
Okay.
Girl.
I know someone who was loaning out her children for tax purpose and things like that. But you got to have all this money coming in. So why weren't you able to pay your rent? Why weren't you able to pay your utilities? Then you're getting food stamps. So everything pretty much was being paid. You had the money coming. So what did you do?
They didn't give me no tickets.
Go ahead.
I didn't get. I was paying mortgage payments. I didn't know we didn't have to pay mortgage payments.
Well,
about the rental payments is this: they only paid out, was it $3 million or $3 billion for rent during the CARES Act? They still got $48 million ain't never been touched.
Now I did read that for some states
for rent, but you know the kicker is
they've been turning people down.
Yeah, nobody, they was turning them down.
They're turning people down. So this is what happened. You go down to your local government or whatever, and you sign up for the assistance. Mm-hmm. And they had a big story here in Tennessee about that. They were just turning people down. In other words, okay, I need help for my rent. That's what the government sent the money for. Give me some help. You go down there and say, I'm sorry, or the paperwork get all balled up in some kind of red tape.
Right. You know, he was saying nobody knew who was supposed to be handling the money, according to my good friend on CNN.
Right.
Nobody, they didn't know it's supposed to be in the states. They didn't know if it was supposed to be the people.
I don't know.
It was the states, though. Weren't they giving it to the states? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Same place they had downtown for any other social services. They had that place.
I know Mrs.
Because they've all lost money, and they got to figure out how they not. You know, I think they didn't spend it. That's what I think. I think they
Mississippi, Arkansas, Pennsylvania. I know those 3. They're saying that the cases of people that are getting ready to be evicted is ridiculous.
Okay, but my thing is this. Here's my thing. They told you, okay, we're going to give you some assistance. Okay, so you got 9 months, 10 months, whatever, a year of assistance.
God,
I'm stacking money. I'm stacking it up, okay, because I'm going to have to pay that. And
they had money in the closet.
They must have lost. Matter of fact, I'm not even stacking it up. I'm paying. I'm still paying. Okay.
Well, and that's my point. The money's coming in. Cool. Let me start paying. Especially if I say lost my job because of the pandemic or something. I have assistance. Oh, this is a roof over my head. Exactly. That's priority.
That's what you got.
Especially if I have kids. Well, regardless if I have kids, roof over my head, my utilities. And that's priority.
Listen, y'all, the kicker part about it is a lot of the people that are Section, a lot of them rent payments ain't but $8. Some of them ain't $8.
And that's the pitiful part about it. The pitiful part about it is because now they still can't pay because they let it back up. Like so the $97 that they got to pay, they don't have it.
Lord.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the landlords that are owning a lot of these properties.
Yes.
They still had to try to pay their mortgage payments.
Exactly.
And so now either they're behind,
double jeopardy,
or they're coming, out of their pockets. Mm-hmm. And now people are whining and crying and hey, I'm going to get put out. My landlord is mean. Oh, but look.
There was money for that too.
And ignoring the landlords when they're coming in. Asking, hey, what you got?
Everybody say hey to
Hey, Sammy Pooh. That's Samantha.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Well, look at that. There goes.
That's what she look like.
Finally, right?
You probably know her, Suzette. She modeled, I think. Did you used to model with Queen Toppin?
I did it one year, 2006. I did it once.
But that's welcome to the show, Samantha. But that's just
thank you so very much. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. That's again, that's crazy because these.
I'm hearing feedback.
I call them.
You got Facebook on,
Sam?
Oh.
Listen through the link.
Yeah, just through the link.
I did. I think it's my
Hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
Hey, I'm like, wow, we got a house full. We see faces, no profiles.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, that's crazy to me because, like Marcy said, that the first priority is a roof over your head. Okay, but you ain't got to be in the elements. Second priority is food on your table. And your health, so these people have wasted all of this time, and I bet you any money there's a couple of new pairs of Jordans in them houses. Okay, there's a couple of new appliances in them houses.
You said that.
No.
So nobody feels sorry.
No, I went to get my hair did and my nails did.
Nobody feels sorry for them.
No. Listen, let me tell you what happened. I went to Walmart about 3 days before the first set of checks came through. That first $250 came through last month. Baby, when I said, what is all this stuff in here? The store was chock full of junk. It had electronics. They had phones. They had big screen TVs. Mm-hmm. When I went back there about 3 or 4 days after, it was
gone.
Oh, gone.
So do they have a tax-free holidays?
Yeah, every
back to school taxi.
Yeah, and let me tell you, and all of them had escorts. Come on, can y'all hear me? All of them had escorts. All the ones been coming to Walmart all they like by themselves on the 15th, baby, they had escorts. I said, look at this. Look at this.
All right, Gina.
Stuff right here.
Gina, you said you feel sorry for them.
Mm-hmm.
You said you feel sorry for them.
I said, does anyone on the panel feel sorry for them?
I feel sorry because they're so crazy to let themselves do that. I feel crazy.
I mean, they were up in Congress petitioning and trying to get them to extend it. So they must feel really strongly about it.
You know what? Some of them,
assistance.
But when you have that mentality, free money, I can do whatever I want with it. That's you have to change your mindset. Because I look at when I used to do my Black Friday shopping, and it's like, how many TVs can you get? You know, it's like people. I know a family. A family. It's not just like the mom, dad, and whatever. It's the siblings, and they're all grown, and they all have their families and things like that. It's like tax time. Oh, I got me a new TV. Well, you just got one last year. Oh, I got this, and I did. You know, it's like, how many TVs can you get? Huh?
It wasn't 85 inches. That's what it is.
But the thing, you know, you can't eat a television. You can't eat. You know, you can't live in a television and things like that. It's just so much.
Marcel, I lived on television for 12 years.
Greg, don't let me have to come after you. But you know what I'm saying? I don't. You have to change the mindset. It's like, okay, I got me some money, so I'm gonna go get me this. I'm gonna go get me this. And then on Black Friday and overspending for your children. You know, and because you got a little money here and tax time. Okay, we got our taxes. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna go do, you know, things like that. But they're not thinking long term.
Right.
You know, and
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's just, to me, it's a mindset, and I think that needs, you know, people need to be taught, and sometimes that's generational.
Exactly. They didn't have nobody to teach them how to.
Correct.
That's the reason why they're behind on it. Probably had the money in their pocket, and if they give them an excuse, guess what? They took it.
You know, when I was in between jobs at the hospital, they gave me I wanted all my money from them. So they gave me back my my money I had in profit sharing and stuff. It wasn't that much. The first thing I thought about was I need to pay my mortgage. Let me see. And the next thing I thought about was I need to pay my insurance. So I took that money and I paid my insurance up for the whole year. I paid my taxes up for the whole year. And I remember sitting in Paul's office. He said, "Susan, you gonna pay your insurance for the whole year?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you sure you won't pay half of it?" I said, "No, because I don't know if I'm gonna have it the other half. I got it now, so I'm gonna pay for it."
Right.
You know, because I don't
good
want
when you get is
me.
good. I mean, that's the way. But you was taught. You was taught that, and you know, a lot of folks is taking. A lot of people is protesting right now. I don't think they was taught that, to tell you the truth, sis, because my dad said, if you got the money, pay cash for it. I mean, if you have to have credit, you pay cash.
Right.
And you know, you got the money in your pocket, and you're supposed to be paying your mortgage. Pay your mortgage, man.
But you know, it goes back to what you said about things being generational. You know, I was talking to a young lady, and I said, well, you get picked up. She got this thing. They got this program where they pick them up from work or whatever. You know, so her and her friend, they got a car, and I said, well, you gonna I'm not gonna use my car for that. You know, it's a mentality, something that she's seen. You know, her mother
not using the mind up.
Right? Yeah, and it's like, what? And everybody thinks that when this money gets cut off, and then they get an attitude. I know a guy, when they stopped giving him his little money, he got mad. I said, "What you mad for?" "Well, they were supposed to have been sending me." I said, "Well, you're supposed to be asking for it. You're supposed to apply." "Well, I mean, they know that."
Did he sound like that? Did he sound like that?
No, he sound like it. Oh, it's supposed to have a job. What about a job?
Me too.
Why don't you take your ass down the street and get a job?
Then you have these, you also have these PPP loans out there too.
What is that about, honey?
And that is crazy.
Oh my God, what is the T on the PPP, honey?
Oh Lord.
And people they're getting these loans. They don't have businesses. They don't have businesses. I know someone who
you gonna go to
writing
jail.
up PPP loans for other people,
right?
And then he's getting paid.
Yes.
When their money comes through, and this young person is like, "Look, I'm not working. I don't have to work."
How about the person that's getting the PPP? Wait a minute. How about the person getting the PPP loan and unemployment?
Hold up. All that's reported said.
I said, "You're going under the jail, child.
Right.
You're going under the jail, girl."
Next year about tax time, they're gonna be collecting folks on the street like they collecting paper. They're gonna be come on.
Yeah, they're coming after those people now.
Oh yeah.
They got a whole department. What's you say? They got a whole department looking after people that's doing the PPP thing.
I know someone who told me they got the PPP loan. I was like, "Wait a minute, you have a business?" And they were like, "Girl, now you don't have to have a business. All you gotta do is just say you have one, and you can write it up." And I'm like, "I'm not going to jail or hell." for anybody.
Oh,
Got 12
Period.
SBA loans.
Lanita says from Facebook, if you filed for unemployment in 48 states and got 12
Oh.
SBA loans, don't tell them.
Oh, Lanita, come on now.
Come on, Nita.
We need you, girl.
But see, this goes back to
How
Gina's
does that
question.
work? I mean, what initially? What was it for? And how do you qualify? I don't even know where you're gonna get that
From
Well, I don't,
you can go,
we don't want
you
to
go
know.
to your state, huh?
We don't want to know how you get an SBA
Okay.
loan knowledge or John. We entrepreneurs and we're gonna work ourselves
Well,
and
I
make
mean,
that shit happen, all right?
It was for your payroll, though, correct?
I don't care about some
They
people.
help.
Hey,
You
but
know, they help pay for your employees.
that's what it was for. PPP was for that. To help
But
pay
most of
your
these
employees.
businesses that
But you were
work
supposed to
legit didn't have
stay
it for.
open. You were supposed to stay
I'm
open.
gonna tell you, look, I don't believe in owing, so that's just me.
But that's the thing. You don't have to pay it back. That's why everybody get them. You don't have to pay it back.
It was like a stimulus for businesses. That's why I
Right.
said earlier, I didn't understand why people was getting that money for, you know, that rent and then not paying the rent. Because if you paid it, if you got it and paid it, and if you was working, you still got a paycheck coming, and they would turn around and send you a stimulus check on top of that.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, but
you and your kids.
Right. Hold up. And then you got that other stimulus. Huh?
People were waiting on it though. They were like, when is the next stimulus check gonna come? They're gonna do it again.
Well, why everybody sound like that though? Why everybody sound like that?
Why everybody? How come everybody that's asking them dumbass questions sound like that? Are they gonna do another stimulus check? It's a stimulus check.
Yeah, Carl, but a lot of people didn't do it legit.
It's stimmy. I get my next
stimmy.
stimmy.
$25,000, $50,000.
Shit.
Carl says, "Pop is through your bank. I received mine honestly."
PLP.
That's right.
PLP through your bank.
PPP.
PPP. Okay.
I was looking because somebody told me, Susan, you know, you could get a PPP. I said, I can't pay back no more loan. And they said, well, because you know you're American, you're an independent contractor. I'm not messing with that. I don't know making all myself.
That's a gray area, baby. You don't step in the gray area.
Hey,
don't even step in the gray area.
Hold on.
I can't step in. I can't step in.
Area?
No. A gray area in business, yes.
Okay, because my last name is Gray. But
I understand. I know exactly what you're talking about when you say.
This goes back to Gina's PPP, payroll protection loan for business.
Exactly.
This goes back to Gina's question when she first came on. Okay.
Hi, Gina.
Do we feel sorry for them? For those people that have tried to use the system, and now the system is saying, giving them a finger. Do we feel sorry for them?
You donkeys fly.
I feel sorry for the kids.
Right.
Because their mamas and daddies ain't doing what they're supposed to do.
Right. They're supposed to teach them better than that.
Wow.
But you know, you got these again. We go back to the generational thing. These entitled, the ones that feel that they're entitled. Okay, I'm gonna get my stimulus.
Is that the one that people be pissed off about on the conservative side? The entitled people.
The entitled.
Yeah, because they conservative people are rich people anyway.
Yeah. That's a whole new. Well, we need to change the narrative on that, and we need to be the rich people. You know, we need to change that narrative because there's too many of us out there doing great things. Carl, you know, everybody on this panel, everybody's doing some great things. Okay, we of course can't do it alone, but you know, look, Lonzo Ball, he just got signed.
Oh yeah, it's a bull.
All right, 85.
He's gonna be a bull.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing. He ain't played a full season since he been.
Yes, Jesus bless his heart.
He has not played.
Bless him, Lord. He played the whole season. He on the Bulls. Bless him, Lord.
He got $85 million 4 years. Now split that up. He making a gang of money. Okay, but you got other people like that.
2.25.
What do these rich people? These people who got those. You know, I wish I had 80. I wish I had 5 million. But what do these people? You know, you see all of these people, especially in our culture. These people are having hard time. You got enough money to last you a lifetime. All right. Why can't they?
$1 million should last you a lifetime if you spend it.
I mean, if you pimp it right. If you pimp it right, yes, sir.
$1 million is not. I won't be thinking about those too much. $1 million is not a lot of money. You think about it. You got $1 million.
If you pimp it right, like Greg said, make the $1 million make you some money.
I don't know about
okay.
I don't know about pimping, but if you get $1 million, you can only, you know, if half of that is taxes. So you're only talking about
if you take it all at once versus taking it when it's time to pay or pay taxes when it's time to pay taxes.
Or if you're
it don't have to be 50%.
But if you've made it already and you're continuously making money to add to the pot, okay, yeah, you're gonna take the taxes out, but you stick at that million, and you can make that million work with the investments that you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
That you're doing. All right, that's the work. Trust me.
That's pimping it.
That's the pimping you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pimp my money for a minute, dog. Okay, come here, money.
He got quarters in his pocket doing like this.
Come here, money.
Ow.
Yeah, Gina, they sound like that. Come here, money.
Yeah, he gonna be. Come back here, Donald. Come here. Come here. Don't be running to me. Come here.
There you go. Carl said exactly what you said. If you invest or shelter it, you pay less in taxes. Thank you, sir.
I thought it was like the same.
Carl, I wish you had called me when you was around, man, because I'm in GI right now for a second, for another week, I think. But dude, you should have called me. We could have got together and hang out and bought some property.
I was told that I was taking an entrepreneurship class at Purdue. And I remember my professor saying that Chrysler Corporation was running the business as though it was a nonprofit, I think is what he said.
Well, Coca did do that for a while because of that loan
he
had with the government. I mean, he had a loan with the government. Basically, he's running as a nonprofit. I mean, it's simple math. I mean, if you're paying the government back for a loan, it's nonprofit.
And was able to write off almost everything or whatever. And so it was like they were profiting, but it wasn't.
They were on the government while they was paying the government. Basically, the government is paying the employees, paying all their expenses and everything while they was riding through it. At that time, $85 million was a lot of money back in the 80s.
That's why they went under.
Well, Chrysler done went under 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean,
bless.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I mean,
bless the pocketbook.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about Chrysler. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I don't leave it alone, man. But we're talking about the pandemic, the variant, and all that stuff. Y'all know me. I get these little corny ass videos. So
okay,
here comes one.
Yeah, here comes one.
Lord, here comes one.
Why would you say?
I was really thinking about the one Gina didn't like.
Why you didn't say it like this?
Don't bring that up.
Don't bring it up.
Hey,
Don't
Gina,
bring it up.
Gina, why she didn't say it like this? Heck of one. Hey, this one talks about the COVID-19 Delta variant. All right, this is Dope Living TV Live. We'll be right back.
The evolution of the virus that causes COVID-19 has been monitored and studied since the beginning of the pandemic. Viruses constantly change and become more diverse through mutation. Until the beginning of July 2021, the most common form of the virus that causes COVID-19 in the United States was the Alpha variant. Now, the Delta variant makes up more than half of all COVID cases in the U.S. The COVID-19 virus is a protein shell filled with genetic material that makes copies of itself inside the cells of a human. It undergoes genetic changes when it replicates itself and eventually makes random errors. Those mistakes are called mutations. They slightly change the instructions for making the virus. Mutations are often minor, and some can even make the virus less infectious. But sometimes, a series of mutations can make the virus more transmissible. That's what scientists have found with the Delta variant. This variant also evades some of the body's immune system defenses. The World Health Organization says the highly contagious Delta variant is the fastest and fittest coronavirus strain. Dr. Stephen Thomas, director of the Upstate Global Health Institute at Upstate Medical University, says it looks like it's at least 60% more infectious than the original strain that came out of China. Data from the field shows that the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines do offer protection against the Delta variant when you have the full 2 doses. On July 1st, 2021, Johnson & Johnson announced data that demonstrated its single-shot COVID-19 vaccine generated a strong response against the Delta variant and others. Pfizer plans to seek authorization from the Food and Drug Administration for a 3rd dose of their COVID vaccine, saying it would provide even stronger protection. They also announced that they had developed an updated version of their COVID-19 vaccine that would specifically target the Delta variant. Clinical trials are planned for August. But on July 8th, the CDC and the FDA released a joint statement on vaccine boosters. Americans who have been fully vaccinated do not need a booster shot at this time. On July 12th, a group of government doctors, including Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, President Biden's chief medical advisor for the pandemic, met with Pfizer representatives about booster vaccines. All of the experts agreed that so far there is insufficient evidence that boosters are necessary.
So I don't know. That's just
felt like I was in biology class.
Did you feel like you was in biology class by the petri dishes and the
You felt like you was in biology class.
But I skipped biology when they were dissecting the frog.
Oh, good, that was the fun part.
No.
And that frog
I was a nerd, so I love that.
He was old and dusty too.
Mr. Chin.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. That was my friend. That was chemistry. Did he do biology too?
Yeah.
Mr. Chin was chemistry teacher, I thought. Well, he thought I was in his chemistry.
Carl says he can't panic about it again. Just keep his mask on. And
you know what? I don't even think people are gonna revert to the mask. I think they got tired of it, and when they gave the green light to take your mask off, I don't think they're gonna get people to put them back on like they had before.
But does this vaccination make us vulnerable? I mean, does it make it not vulnerable, but it make us immune to everything? I mean, we could still catch it. You know what I'm saying? We can still get it. So
they said it just won't be, you won't suffer as much. It won't be as
strong.
Potent or whatever, or strong, yeah.
Well, you know, Lindsey Graham got the corny virus.
Yeah, he's vaccinated too.
He got the corny virus. You're right.
I mean, that's what I call it.
You know what the problem is, though?
Well, he got it, and he's vaccinated, and he had a boat full of people this past weekend.
Yeah.
And you know who was on that too, don't you?
Who?
Mnuchin.
She said Menudo.
Menudo on there.
Menudo.
He was a few Democrats on there too.
The group?
I watched it on CNN all day today.
Menudo was hanging with him.
Menudo, yeah.
Menuchin. But you know what the problem is with the vaccines and what they're doing? The problem is the vaccine is always going to be 2 steps ahead of. I'm sorry, the virus is going to be 2 steps ahead of the vaccine, because by the time they're done researching and figuring out a vaccine, it has mutated.
And see,
it has mutated, and that's why we have the Delta now, because what they were researching was the original COVID virus that came out in the very beginning. Now it has mutated to something else, and the vaccine is for the original virus.
That's why they say that we could catch it. Now, see, before they wasn't saying that when we had just the COVID, when we got COVID Junior, that's when they said that.
COVID Junior.
Delta. I'm sorry. I'm calling it COVID Junior too, because we got the COVID Junior. Then that's when they said that. You can catch it, but you ain't gonna be sick. But see, before you ain't gonna catch nothing. It's 99%. Remember they were saying that 99% for the original one, and now here come COVID Junior talking about you can catch it, but you won't go to the hospital. Well, how you know I ain't gonna go to the hospital? How do you know that?
But see, the thing about the mutations that are taking place, and I always tell my wife, if AIDS would have been this infectious, we'd all been dead. You know, the way I was telling y'all earlier, how it mutated. The reason why AIDS being transferred through blood was actually a savior, because if it got airborne, we'd all been dead.
Wow.
Oh, it was transmitted through blood. I thought it was
AIDS
through the saliva and all as well.
Well, blood and saliva,
Well, I'm not going
to bodily fluid.
You
couldn't sneeze on nobody and give them AIDS. You know what I'm saying? They had to.
I'm not going to make the mistake of telling jokes about.
Don't go messing up like the baby did.
I ain't gonna do that.
What I'm saying is the reason why the virus is so contagious is because what?
She's been like that forever. Forever. Can I ask you a question, Maurice?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable?
Very.
Because you're totally in chill mode right now.
Baby, ain't it?
Laid back. You know, y'all don't see me on here, and I had just the headphones on. I'm just sitting like exactly like this.
That's what I'm talking.
Show y'all how it's supposed to be.
I even love the vibe he got back there. I'm changing this dope living mess.
Now see, that's my wife's stuff over there. That's business over there.
Dress forms and
New Zealand. Yeah, she got a bunch of stuff over here. If I pull the camera over here, you probably see a bunch of her mannequins and stuff with clothes on over here.
What?
What do?
Wait, I'm confused.
Nurse Goodbody. Dude, the nurse.
Oh, dude, the nurse. Goodbody.
Who is that?
I don't know.
So is Greg looking crazy?
Who is Nurse Goodbody?
Who was that?
Oh, Suzette.
Suzette.
Oh, Nurse
Wait a minute,
Goodbody.
girl, how did you get Suzette out of dude?
No, he meant to say Suzette and he typed dude. So we should call,
that was a serious.
We used to call Suzette Nurse Goodbody. That's what he meant to type. I don't know how he got to do it.
I got him, but
look, the letters not even next to each other.
Okay.
That's a
I'm looking down at my keyboard like, wait a minute, I'm not getting that right there.
I can see if his finger slipped on the next key, but no.
Even close.
One here and one there.
That autocorrect is the devil.
So I gotta ask the question in that voice. So Suzette, they used to call you Miss Goodbody.
Nurse Goodbody.
Do we want to go there, y'all? Do we want to go there? Do we want to go there?
Having a good, but I always thought I was too fat. I weighed 165 pounds. Everybody wasn't that big then. I ain't gonna tell you what.
You got in that.
So what they got to do with Goodbody?
You got in that Miss Westside contest, didn't you?
Third runner up.
Yeah. I remember behind Diane Stool and
Vicky. Diane and Vicky won everything.
Yeah, Diane.
Vicky.
Vicky Vale.
I was in a beauty pageant with the two of them, and I came in third behind them. I was just like, okay.
What is she doing?
I know they're gonna win. I'll just come in third, and I came in third.
I gotta call this out since we go back a little bit. So, y'all remember we had the superlatives, I guess they call them. The most talkative, which Suzette win, and most humorous, and all that. Look. I was funny. Y'all know I was funny back in the day, okay? I was funny. How come everybody let, and I think I came in third or second or something like that. How come y'all let Daryl Dixon win most humorous and all he did was ham bone?
Daryl Dixon was a clown, okay? Have you ever been in a class with him or you be cracking up sitting in the back?
Yeah.
That boy was a clown.
I delivered. I had
everybody kind of knew what he was talking about when he started saying something. That's the reason why he started, especially if when he went to the contest, everybody knew what he was talking about.
I delivered. Hey, but I was also nominated most attractive too. I hold that one down too. Hey, Carl says that they would drool over you.
All over you.
All over you.
He put them all out tonight.
I guess that's how she got the Nurse Goodbody labeled in.
With the drool. Nurse Goodbody. My God.
They were looking at you as a major red and pom-pom and stuff.
Ooh, that was rich. It's, I thought myself as fat, but my mother told me, she said, "You're not fat, Suzette." She said, "You are shapely," and I felt better after she come out with it. But I know that round.
Shapely the same thing as fat. I mean,
I'm just saying, I know round is.
I'm messing with you. You had a nice body, Suzette. You did. I'm not saying that you don't now. I'm just saying you did.
he keep digging that hole big. He just keep putting that shovel back in, pulling out big plugs with dirt. He keep on digging it.
Suzette, they got you on Front Street just embarrassing you endlessly.
I did not think of myself either, and I definitely did. If you went to school with Victoria Clark, I definitely did not think I was curvier at all.
Okay, but let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Maurice, did you really think Victoria Clark was that pretty?
Oh, come on. Wait. No, we're not going to go there, Greg. Let's not go there.
Hold on. She was pretty for a chocolate girl. She was pretty.
She's
I mean,
beautiful. Did y'all see her?
He made the cover of Jet.
well, I mean,
She still look the same.
I made the cover of.
I know she took care of herself. I mean, but still, I
made the cover of. What was that other?
Clark is gorgeous.
Vibe. I was on
Home and Gardens.
No, I went to Home Gardens.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me ask, is that any relation to Carl Clark?
Yes.
Yep. That's his sister.
No, it ain't.
Wait, what?
No, Carl Clark. No.
Carl. Cornelius Clark is a
Cornelius.
Cornelius. Okay. I ran into him at the last reunion. That's the one and only I ever went to.
Around the country.
What year did you come out?
Let's get back to Suzette.
I don't remember her.
Yeah, boy, we used to knock on her door and ask for rolling just to see Suzette.
All the
secrets your brother, girl.
All the secrets.
Oh my goodness! You didn't even know that back then, huh?
Right?
Nobody ever told me.
The things you learn years later.
Okay.
Only the bold one that showed up at your door that you married is the one that knew, right?
You had all of
that bold one
coming at you, girl, but you didn't even know it. All of the underclassmen coming at you. All of them.
Listen.
81, 82.
You should be on the call when I have no makeup on. I scared Craig after death.
I ain't said nothing. All right. But those were the days. Okay, we didn't have coronavirus back then. No. He said all of Terrytown was on.
I didn't see it.
Wait a minute. We done with the coronavirus talk.
We on the Suzette talk.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Carl going in.
Look, y'all better slow Carl down. He getting deeper and deeper. Y'all better put the brakes on.
Where at?
Hey, he didn't say.
I'm working 30 minutes.
Hey Gina, he didn't say just a couple of blocks. He said,
"Oh, girl,
don't they call that a train?"
No.
Okay.
Greg got over like he wasn't gonna say nothing like that. He just went over. Oh, she done checked out on the show.
I'm not coming back.
I don't even like him no more.
Okay, I was going to grab my bottle.
I don't grab it. I didn't like it.
I bought some water today, cool water today too.
I stayed in the library. Marcel, weren't you in the library with us?
Huh?
Weren't you in the library with us at West Side?
Let's get
in the library.
Let's get back to the choo-choo train. Come on, let's get back to the choo-choo train.
In the library doing what? Where? What?
Oh, lunch hour. I spent my lunch hours in the
library. Yeah, I was nerdy.
Yeah, I was real nerdy.
So Carl, she spent
I was afraid of the surge area.
Me too.
I would walk outside around the building.
But see there? Now that's the truth right there.
He left out abundantly blessed.
Oh yeah. In all ways.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that though.
I was talking about
funny.
Let's just keep it 100. Suzette, you had a body, man.
Did not know that.
Yeah, you didn't know you had a body? So when you strapped up every morning to go to school, when you strapped everything,
he said strapped up
morning to go to school.
Yeah, people put on their strap, man.
You put on them Gloria Vanderbilts and them Sergio Valenters that we had.
I had school. And I also had this. Marcel, you remember those blue jeans everybody was wearing in the front all the way back? Remember that?
Oh Lord have mercy.
Oh, yeah, I had yes,
look at my wrist.
Oh Lord, I didn't hate them. I loved them. I used to love profile on them mugs. Man, I love when that used to be like a serious turn on me.
Murray, but see, the thing is, they zipped up to the front. Okay,
Lord, that's the part that made me go, "Ow!" Yeah,
I would have zipped it. I would have ran too. I'd have been
the top of that waistband all the way around to the back of the waistband.
Oh, here we go. All those days girls are Mika.
Wait. And the double zipper, one on each side. One zipper on each side. Remember that? The girls used to wear them.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
so what about the Delta variant?
Oh, okay. Let's
They're going in deep.
Hey,
getting in trouble. Let's talk.
We call it.
My wife will be down here in a minute.
It's a Suzette variant. The Suzette Peace variant.
No, but I was going back to where I was at. Oh, Lord have mercy, Carl.
Stop, Maurice. Go ahead. Where were you at? Where were you at?
I was at
Stop, Carl.
The reason why the variants, thank God that AIDS didn't have, the contagion that like
did we really
COVID has.
The Delta variant?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was trying to say if freaking AIDS was airborne like COVID is, we'd be in trouble. We'd have been in a lot of trouble.
I want to talk about tube tops. Go ahead.
There's more coming though. I think somebody. I think I read somewhere where every 2 years it was they had a different virus listed every 2 years.
But that's crazy. So at the end of the day, man, what do we do now? All right. Again, we had at the beginning of the show, we were talking about if you coming out of the pandemic the same way that you came in, something wrong. Okay. Now we doing a double take. We're going into another one, another probably even worse. Now, what do we do? They're not going to shut down everything like they should, or like we think they should, but they shut down everything before. All right. Now we're trying to get back to normal. Nobody wants the economy to go bad. All right. So we're going to have to keep pushing along. But what do we do? Is that going to put us in danger now?
I think people just have to be careful. You just have to be, you have to be conscious of what we're living with now, and
thank you, Carl.
Just be very careful.
It's simple. Put on a mask, get the damn shot.
But the thing is, you have so many people who are, trying to be rebels because I don't want you to tell me what to do. And that's where the problem lies. You have some that are doing it. Some, you have people out here fighting. You're not going to tell me to wear a mask. You can't tell me what to do, and cutting a fool and
see what gets
crap on planes.
You see the people. I mean, it's just like a crime. You see somebody commit a crime, you see what's going to happen to them. You know what the consequence is. Jail. You get caught, you go into jail. You might get shot or this and that. Okay, so people don't see the examples and follow them anymore. Okay, they see the examples and say, "Well, oh no, that ain't gonna be me. I ain't gonna never get caught." All right, they're doing this as well. All right, they're saying, "Hey, look, I'm not going to take it." I know somebody.
Let me put some in there.
They finally started to. They finally took it because everybody was saying you should take it. He's like, "Nah, man, I ain't gonna take it. That's man-made." Blah 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 blah. Okay, but now that everybody getting sick, all of a sudden now, hey man, I'm going to get mine. Okay, but now it may be too late. And the same person that told me this, his wife went someplace and she possibly has it because everybody in her family at the places she went, everybody got it. Everybody got it.
Well, sometime this month, President Obama's going to have a 60th birthday party with 500 folks. He said he has he got the real hookup. He got the vaccine, and all these people, you got to have a test done and all that. You got to show proof and all that. But still, I mean, that's still but they've been doing it for a few months, trying to get it together. Now, I was waiting. I had to call and give them my information for my invite. So they was telling me it was going to be 500 people there. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going because I don't want to be around all them folks like that, Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different. Hey, man.
Say hey.
Hey, we trying to say it.
Hey, cutie.
Hey, what's up, G?
Hey, cute.
Oh, you want to talk to me?
Hey.
I wasn't talking to me?
No.
Talk to the baby. Green.
No.
I was looking at something.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
My aunt posted something earlier today about the polio during the pandemic. And they were talking, what it says, according to the CDC, polio was once one of the most feared diseases in the United States. In the early 50s, before polio vaccines were available, polio outbreaks caused more than 15,000 cases of paralysis each year. And the CDC attributes the fact that polio had been eliminated in this country for more than 30 years to the polio vaccine. Dedicated healthcare professionals and parents who vaccinate their children on schedule. And that I know someone who had polio and in his 70s, and he still kind of suffers sometimes things, but it says, hold on a minute. Hold on, it was something I had wanted to read. Okay, it says, we live in a civil society, a community of citizens linked by common interests and collective activity. Our individual rights end when they impact the rights of others. That's why we pass ordinances to eliminate smoking in public places, not to protect the rights of the smoker, but to protect and preserve the health of non-smokers and reduce the incidence of smoking-related diseases and deaths. And that's, this mask wearing, this is crazy, but people don't want to wear masks. I'm gonna wear my mask for a while.
But see, it wasn't the norm though before, okay? But it is now. And now that everybody's saying they told you didn't have to, now you're getting to a point where
all over the place.
Saying,
people the headphones off.
They're saying, well, okay, you told me I didn't have to. Now you're telling me I have to. You told me I didn't have to.
But that's because things are changing.
But people aren't going to accept that all the time. All right, change is inevitable, of course, but people don't accept change readily. So
no, they don't.
That's why we're going to have. That's why it's going to be worse this time. I think that's just me.
Yeah, they're saying it is.
Go ahead, Marie.
Because of all of these crazy things, the Rona fest that they're having.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this. First of all of us on this screen remembers when you went to school, in order for you to stay there, what happened?
You had to get vaccinated.
You had to get vaccinated.
Look, we have the marks.
Exactly. You got the marks. So what these crazy people talking about, they don't want the vaccine?
Well, it's because I think of a lot. You hear this and it's true. They talk about misinformation. We didn't have a lot of misinformation when we got our shots. We knew exactly what the government.
What you was getting it for? Like you said, polio, rubella.
Between the internet and between conservative media and all the crazy people that are out here, they just don't want to believe anything. And then on top of that, because of everybody keeps talking about the Tuskegee experiment that they did all the way up until the 70s.
Right.
I just believe that the misinformation and common sense is, they freaking absent. You know what I mean? Common sense is just freaking absent. Again, it didn't make no sense to me until they got a million people, and then they got 100 million, then 200 million. Then it's like, wait a minute, if there was some serious something going on with this vaccine, we have some serious deaths going on right about now.
Yeah, I just didn't ever think that we would, as a panel here, I didn't think we'd ever have to talk about this again like this, because
I thought it was over.
Yeah, we thought it was over, but this Delta variant, and a lot of people didn't even understand, or take the fact that there was a Delta variant. They didn't take that seriously. They were, because everybody was trying to get back to normal. All right, there's never going to be a norm. I don't think. Again, we have to create our own normal. It's not going to be.
It's going to be a new norm.
Well, it's not going to be the same for everybody, though. Everybody has to create their own norm, and I don't know. I fear for the kids, because now the kids are getting it just as readily as the adults are. The older people, younger kids are getting it too. So the thing is protection. Okay, you got to take the shots. I would never have been that guy to sit up here and say, "Hey, y'all better go get your shot," but go get your shots. Go get your shots.
They'll be giving it to kids. Trust me, they're gonna start giving it to kids. Because
they're already have it open for the children.
Yeah, from 12 to 16, I think it is 12 on up.
And they said the federal government's getting ready to start mandating that their employees take it. Otherwise, they're going to have to do the COVID test twice a week or something. Because I retired from the federal government.
My cousin is a nurse, and on her job, it's mandated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of those who I'm not getting it.
Gina, look me in my eye, my camera eye now.
You're not getting it.
Get the vaccine, sis.
I'm not getting it.
Gina, go and get it, man.
I'm not getting it.
What's up, girl, Greg? What's going on with your brother?
Please.
I'm not getting it unless I have to get it. If I'm traveling somewhere where I have to get it, then I will get it at that point. Or if it's I told you I was not
going to do it. I did it, number one, because of traveling, but number two, the same thing that Marcella has said earlier. Okay, just think about this: you out here and you catch it, you don't know you got it, but you bring it home to your loved one.
I wear my mask though. I still have precautions.
I wear my mask. You guys
have to realize every person that don't want to get it, it's not because they're foolish or, they don't think a COVID is out there. I have extreme allergies. And I don't know what that's going to do to me.
My wife
Not only that, but I had COVID. And I don't want them shooting that virus back in me. I was so sick.
Now I ask a question about that. It's not the virus that they're shooting in you. It is not a live virus.
I know Robert got the vaccine and he caught COVID after the first shot.
Really?
Well, a lot of people are getting COVID after both shots. There are still people that's getting it, but they're saying that it's not as
they just didn't do enough research for me. They didn't do enough research. They did not test it on people with allergies. They did not test it. They did not test it to see long enough to see what the long-term effects are going to be.
I agree with you, Gina.
And my immune system is already compromised. So they need to do more research, they just did a general research for the general population. They didn't take it any further. There's a lot of people out here that there's other things going on that they don't know what that vaccine is going to do to them.
Absolutely. But would you rather have the assurity, just about the hope, I'll call it, that if I take this, I got a better chance of surviving?
Because they said that with Agent Orange.
See, that's what I was saying. They don't like those things wrong with folks.
I understand the doom to repeat it. I mean, if you don't understand your history, don't repeat it.
Yeah, I mean, the government will use us as test pigs.
This is totally different. This is an RNA
guinea pigs
vaccine.
That too.
I mean, one of them, the Pfizer, was developed here in Tennessee at TSU. It's done, and you know what? It was a sister that did it.
I was just getting ready to say it was a black girl that did it. So.
I know all that.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's an RNA vaccine. It's not and that's more with your DNA than it is actually putting a vaccine in you.
Virginia, what's going to happen when they make it mandatory, like Carl said?
Like I said, if it gets to a point where I have to take it, then yeah. I mean, and I travel a lot, so
I do as well.
I know I'm probably going to have to cross that bridge, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'm not going to voluntarily go and get the vaccine because, like I said, they just did not test it long enough for me, and they did not test different situations. Like everybody is not. It may affect me a lot differently than the next person. Just like the COVID affected me, I was sicker than most people that I know that got it, and I know other than there's people that had it that passed away that I know, but I know people that had it and it was like they had the flu or they felt. I couldn't get out the bed. I thought I was gonna die.
My sister had it, and when she got it, that kind of shook me because she's like one of the healthiest people I know. Period.
My son had it.
My sister got it. I mean, and she was walking around and she's got high blood pressure too. And she was walking around, and I was like, "Sis, you need to go." She said, "I can't lay down. I feel like I'm gonna die."
I don't know how she get out the bed. I couldn't even get out the bed.
When my son had it, I cried. I was like, "Oh my God!" I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at the time either. Okay, I just cried because I'm like, and then I was really angry at his mom because I figured she was the one giving it to him. But you know,
my sister's
never know.
She's a healthcare worker, so. She got it from somebody in the healthcare.
But I mean, like I said, if they make it mandatory, then I'm gonna have to do it. But at this point, I don't have enough information. I need more information.
And that's fine. We're not here to force anybody.
Carl.
To force Carl's funny. We're not here to force anybody to do anything. We will do. We're here to give our testimony on what we think is correct. Okay, that's diverse, and that's probably why you got the orange and the blue Dope Living shirt, and not the black one like everybody else. So,
you have an orange and blue shirt?
I got the orange and blue.
Typo pretzels.
What is pre-tails?
Pretzels.
From the dry pretzels.
I said Pritalis. He said pre-tails. I said Pritalis.
I thought it was pre-tails.
I knew it was pretzels, and then y'all said pre-tails.
How did you figure
That's what
pretzels?
I
I didn't know what it was. Huh? How did you figure pretzels out of
That's
that?
all you get on the plane, basically. He was on the plane.
I thought he was getting something.
Carl on some dry pretzels, and people
Carl
getting
had
that
some
look
dry
like
Pritalis.
pre-tails. Pre-tails.
You got to use the voice when you do stuff like that.
He had some dried pre-tails.
Pre-tails. Samantha, you cannot sit up on this panel and not say a word.
I was just thinking about just the conversation that we're having right now in regards to the vaccine and the people who have chosen to take it and the people who have chosen not to take it. It has caused so much conflict in families.
Yeah.
Because people's convictions are different. Right. And people's level, I'll use the word faith, is different. People's trust levels are different as well. So that's one of my concerns, because I've heard of incidents where family members have said, well, I'm not going to be around anybody that's not vaccinated. And that's the position that they've taken. Or someone saying, well, don't you want to be around your family again? And they might be thinking, I'm not around them anyway. So whether I take the test, take the shot or not. Right. So it's just and then the media is pushing, talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to your coworkers, convince them to get the vaccine. But then on the other hand, they're saying they'll say it's your choice.
Right.
But is it really? Because you got all this bombardment of push, get it.
That's what conservatives were complaining about this past week. When Biden announced it, I don't think he had everything put together as far as what he was going to say to the public, to make it clear what his point that he was trying to get across. And the conservatives had a field day with it.
He got all mixed up. I'm talking on CNN now, and they said it's the U.S. vaccination rate hits the highest pace in weeks. So I guess everybody's going to
getting lined up on it. See, they're trying to get to that. If they get to 75 or 80%, then you won't have to worry about it, Gina. The only thing you'd have to worry about is the variant hitting you, and that's what I'm scared for you. The variant.
Yeah, but is that vaccine working on the variant?
It is. It's keeping you from getting deathly sick. That's the part that I'm.
Already been there though.
But see,
that's the other thing too.
Already been there.
That's the other thing. You already have immunities from it.
But I've been hearing and what I've been reading, they're saying that even though you've had it,
right,
you can still get it. And they're saying that's the miseducation of some people, because they think they can't get it. Because of that, or get it as worse. They're saying you can with the Delta.
I don't think that I can't. I know my daughter had it twice. My daughter had it back in March before they even knew it was a pandemic. She didn't know why she was sick, but she was very, very sick. And then she caught it again in July. So I know you can get it again.
Okay.
But like I say, I take extra precaution. I make sure that, I'm not in crowds of people. I don't like crowds anyway. I'm an introvert.
Hey, I don't either.
So I'm just not going to go any place that has a ton of people.
Well,
so I still take the precautions. I take the precautions because I know it's out there and I know anybody can get it. But I feel like even if you got the vaccine, you can get it.
Well, yeah.
And you can. They said you can.
I mean, I don't expect to get it, but I'm gonna tell you, I thought that I might have got sick way before this is, all this stuff started happening in November. That November.
I know a lot of people who said that they
got sicker than a dog. I was sick for a whole
2019,
October, November.
Yeah, my mom and I were both had to go to the emergency room, and they diagnosed us with bronchitis.
But when
we look back, and you have the symptoms of
You might have
COVID,
a light
it's like,
version.
wow, wait a minute, that I had that, and that. Did I actually have COVID? And that's before, it was
couldn't keep no
prevalent
food
stuff.
down, nothing. It
But
was,
you know what? They Biden is trying to push for disability for
Girl,
the
did you get
long
that too?
haulers.
Yeah, you
Oh,
And
did.
yeah.
I feel like I'm a long hauler because I never got my memory back. I never I still have the brain fogs.
Oh, you do?
Issues, yeah,
Yes.
that's what they're saying.
Really?
And it's people that have like I know another family member of mine that had it. She hasn't gotten. It's been 2 months. She hasn't gotten her taste back yet. So that's why I say the just like the COVID affects people differently, the vaccine is going to affect people differently. And so it's just.
I'm just saying, be safe out there, sis. Be safe.
And that's what I was going to say. It's about being safe. I moved at the end of the year, in the middle of the pandemic. And it was like when we called the moving company, it was like, look, everyone have to be masked up. My family laughed. I had Lysol everywhere. I still have a carry a pocket thing of Lysol, sanitizer. I have masks in my car. If someone says, "Oop, I don't have a mask," okay, here's a whole box. Here you go, take one.
I got in my
But do you know Lysol said I got some information from Lysol. People don't realize that when you use Lysol, that the Lysol has to sit on whatever you spray it has to sit for a certain amount of time, and then you wipe it off.
Yeah, and that's like with microban and stuff.
With they're spraying it all in the air, and they'll spray it on surfaces, and they don't wipe it off the surface. They're not using that correctly either.
Yeah. Y'all giving up some facts, man. I'm over here, man. I got a whole overall look like Ghostbusters, man. I got Lysol in one pocket, I got Raid in the other pocket. I got some air freshness in this pocket.
Is that Raid for the roaches, COVID, huh?
Dude, we didn't let people in the home. It's like, nope, you can stay out there. And only. Well, I don't like people in my house hardly anyway.
We
but
got these mosquitoes, and mosquitoes might be.
And that right there made me think about this. Well, I'm out here by the lake, and dude, I keep my babies, my grandbabies, and everybody inside. 4th of July, we smoked them bad boys up, and I got a fan. I got a fan under my
soffit area.
Yeah, that blows down. Hold on, that blows down to help keep the mosquitoes away. Gigi.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fear. I can't fear for the unknown and the things that could be, and I can't fear that.
That's when you make the mistakes. When you
I can't fear. I mean, you could get bit by a mosquito and get malaria. So,
that's true.
You can't. I'm not gonna fear. I'm not gonna fear those things.
And you can.
I'm gonna continue to be safe. I sometimes I go in places I'm the only one with a mask on.
See, for you though,
I don't care.
For you, Gina, as a writer, you can eat a prey tail and you can have writer's cramp.
A prey tail, a free tail.
See, Greg said prey tail. I said patalis, and
I said pre tail.
And Marie said pre tail.
I put the accent over the E.
Y'all can eat all that.
All of that.
You just got the Z.
But what it is basically, man, you never know. And I agree with you, Gina. If it's not something that you want to do, nobody can force you to do it, all right. But the thing is, we have to err on the side of caution, okay?
Right.
And look at what's going on. Period. All right. I don't watch the news a lot, okay, but I hear enough, and I'm on the internet all the time. I see enough to know that even though I didn't want to take it, I just said, you know what? And my son and I took it at the same time. He had it. He survived it. But this is a different strain. This is a different, and they say it's more deadly. It's more aggressive. It's worse than before. So,
yeah,
I'm just saying. Carl has a good question. How do you turn off autocorrect?
Who knows? I wish I knew.
On your phone, you gotta go. Is it an iPhone? If it's an iPhone, you go to settings, and you can turn it off there.
It's not an iPhone. iPhones don't do that.
Shoot.
But I really think it's going to get much worse because people have, just decided that everything is better. They're flying everywhere. People are, you're looking at, because now that everything is open, they're forgetting that there's still a variant out here, that there's still something out, like with the Lollapalooza, these water parks, the theaters are open. They're having concerts all over the place. And just think about on the plane.
I don't think people have forgotten.
They just don't care?
I think, people probably, it could be some that don't care. Mm-hmm. Some that feel protected fully because they've been vaccinated. Some that they've already had it and they feel like their immune system is there.
So you some people the same thing, Samantha, you said they feel like, go ahead.
Right. And then I think the people have lost trust in the people who are creating these various vaccines because it's different. I think from before they would do vaccines. They would, hey Chris. And they used eggs or something. They used a different type of method in creating vaccines before. So this is a totally different thing. And I'm in agreement with Gina. It's so different now, and it's to me, I feel like the entire world is a test tube because they don't know, and it is something new, and they won't know until more time passes by. With the system of VAERS, I think it's VAERS, where people can go into the CDC and report any adverse reactions that they've had after the vaccines. I have a friend that lost a hearing in one of her ears after she took the second part.
What?
So there's different. Yeah, she lost hearing in one of her ears.
Wow. It affects people differently.
What did she take?
You got 3 different vaccines.
Which one did she take?
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I think it was the Moderna, but I'm not positively sure.
Oh, Lord.
That's why you sounded like this. I mean,
no, because the only reason I asked is because I'm fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated, and I took the Moderna and didn't have no side effects.
That's the same thing with Pfizer.
Everybody's different. You're right.
Everybody is different. It's going to affect everybody differently.
You wonder if they've come up with the vaccine for, and it's really odd to me how 3 different companies come up with the same kind of vaccine, and everybody gets a different one, and then everybody's supposed to come up with the same outcome. That's weird to me.
It's an RNA vaccine. Once the sister figured out how to make the vaccine, all they did is just took the blueprint. Once they said RNA, boom, 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 they can make as many different variants.
MMA1.
Yeah, I'm working on a gold digger repellent. A gold digger repellent.
Gold digger repellent. A what?
Repellent.
Man, I thought you said something else. Oh man, I thought you said gold digger repellent.
Hey, I saw the interview with Chris Mills. You cleaned up so nicely.
Yes, he did.
Yes, that's all part of it.
I was so proud. I was like, oh,
the neck.
Man, from the Jeep.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the interview, but it was so many mistakes on their part, not my part. It was so many mistakes on their part that I saw. But they said they're gonna fix it and send it over to me. So,
but you handled that, bro.
At least they got my telephone number right, my work number right. At least they got that part.
Handled it though. I was looking closer because I was saying, I hope bro don't mess up when they asked.
I mean, I tried. I tried to do my best.
I didn't know you messed up.
No, he didn't mess up. He didn't mess up.
That's what I mean. What was wrong? What was wrong?
The other guy that was talking.
Oh,
they didn't. To me, they didn't.
Well, they spelled my last name wrong. They put the wrong email up there.
Something like that, Miles.
And they didn't put the website up there.
His name was Christopher Miles.
Sure was. Mm-hmm. Your name is really MILZ?
Yeah, but I ain't mad at it. They said they're gonna fix it. They said they're gonna fix it and send it back.
Oh, Christopher Lane.
No, my last name is Lane. That's my industry.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And they put Lang. They put LANG up there.
Christopher Lane is your government name.
But the crazy part about it, the crazy part about it is if you go look in the subject of the YouTube, they spell my name right. So go figure.
Now, what I started to do, Chris, was I started to cut the, because you were the second interviewee. I started to cut all of that. Yeah. Then post it with just yours on there. But I said, you know what? I don't know what.
I mean, that's all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do, big bro. That's all I want you to do.
Okay, it's done then. I'm gonna work on that because I was like, I started.
Well, I'm gonna send you over once they send me my segment over with the corrections. I'll send that one over to you.
All right. Well, I'll wait on that.
That's why I ain't posted because they spelled. The reason I ain't posted is because they spelled my name wrong and they had the wrong email up.
Oh, I was.
So if I'm gonna do it right, I'm gonna do it right the first time.
I was gonna hook it up, but I'll wait. But because I'm like,
I mean, hey, bro, if you're gonna hook it up for me, bro. Let me know what I owe you.
No, you don't. You boy, yeah, okay, all right. Anyway,
you really did look nice. That was
really what I owe you, bro. I got you.
Look, everybody, just so you all know, that's Chris Mills. He has about 13 businesses now, and he's an entrepreneur of sorts.
No, just two that I'm doing, bro. That's it. I didn't narrow it down to two big ones. That's all I'm with right now.
And like I told him before, he be loaning talent to everybody.
Let me tell him what I want to tell him. He's agricultural. Okay,
my bad, bro. Go ahead.
He's agricultural. He's dairy. He's winery. He has everything, everybody. So
I deny later.
No, but good job, bro. Good job. We're all proud of you, man. And I'm quite sure you represented the city well, the city of Gary.
Nice suit and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was suited and booted, baby.
Suzette, you something else, girl.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
I bet he has some cool boots too. Did you have some cool boots?
Boots.
Chris, say it again.
Did you have some cool boots with that suit?
Nah. I had actually. Nah, my shoes matched the suit.
Oh, what? That's suited and booted.
And my socks matched the shirt.
Okay. I think he had them Gators on there, right?
I couldn't do the Gators. I didn't want to bring. I didn't want to bring all the Midwest. Hey, the suit was enough. I didn't want to bring all the Midwest out.
Oh my God! I got.
You know me though. I'd have had on my Jordans though. I would have had them on and ready to stomp with the big dogs. But anyway, we have been talking about the coronavirus. I never thought we'd be talking about this again, as I said before. But everybody just stay safe out there. Do what you got to do. If you're going to get the shot, get the shot. If you're not going to get the shot, stay safe. Do the precautionary measures. Put your mask on. We don't need. Look, Lollapalooza. It was. I saw the videos of some of the man. It was off the chain. All right, but
it was. But
that's how it's going to be around in the Midwest from Lollapalooza. That's how we going to get it.
It was a sea of fires.
It was irresponsible to me. That's what I'm saying.
Because those people came from all over the country, and they're going to jump on them planes with everybody in that little contained space and on the buses and trains,
whopping the air and spit and everything else up in there.
And that's the thing about it. They're doing the same thing by coming out here to Vegas. That's why I ain't been out as much as I.
Yeah, I'm not coming this month or next month, bro. I'm sorry, but look, Post Malone had a nice set on Lollapalooza. Tyler the Creator had a nice set. What's that one?
Gibbs set was nice too.
Gibbs set was nice too. I like the what's that one dude? St. James.
They say my girl Meg
killed that. Who?
Meg legs there.
Who?
Meg Stallion.
We need to talk. We need to talk about this cancel culture. That's what we need to talk about next.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, dude. And we're gonna save that because the baby. I don't know what's gonna happen with him now.
What the heck?
What
was that boy? What's up with? No, just
he
what's
said
up with
something.
him?
We'll talk about that. But the baby? Yeah, he's. Me and my son were just talking about that too. He probably
open mouth set his career on fire.
Yeah, I think they get in themselves and they forget about things they shouldn't and should say. Right, exactly. They self-destruct, and I think that's what happened. You know, they get into their fame and they forget about And then that was a big mess.
He said some homophobic things, but here's the thing. He can't get up and apologize because even though he said some homophobic
things, burnt himself up. No, he burnt himself up when he made the statement.
The video
the way he said it.
The video was was 3 times as bad, Maurice. The video was ridiculous.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Look, if you get a chance, look at the video. I don't remember the name of the song, but
the baby DA.
Yeah. The video was just.
And when you see him, you're gonna be like, you just barely made it, bro. Why are you messing up like this?
That's what they do. They get caught up in that fame.
He was the one that was getting ready to carry everything, because I always talk about being different. He was different, okay? He was getting ready to carry different. He was getting ready to carry this hip hop movement differently, okay? But right there, he just messed up. And that video, like I said, dude, the video is just so graphic and it's so homophobic.
The baby,
DABAB.
Two words. It's 2 words.
Oh, the baby. Okay, the baby. But I'm gonna put homophobic slur in the Google.
You can do that. You might be able to come up with that.
He didn't do a homophobic slur. He did a whole
video.
And the video was homophobic. It was just ridiculous. And
we had a video too. That little boy. I used to like him when he was doing. We had the little pink suit and he was running around doing the Western thing.
Oh, he's still doing it.
Oh,
man, they had given him $15 and he is just gone.
Yeah, well, you know who put him on, right?
But he said
Miley Cyrus there.
I was gonna say Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus put him on.
He said that's what he said. That's what he said. That's him. The baby the video was worse than what he said, you know. So and you know, like I said, shout out to the baby for doing everything that he's done up to that point, okay? Because he was different. You know, you want that.
I mean,
in the culture, but what he did.
Are you gonna chastise him or you gonna flush him forever? That's the question.
That's up to society. That's up to his public. That's up to them. Okay, I can't say. Like I said, I'm a fan of the baby. I don't like what he did though. That, like I said, if you look at the video, you'll understand what I'm saying. But let's hold that. Huh?
It's a new song that came out.
Yes. I think that's a good topic. The cancel culture is a good topic to talk about, okay? Because there's a lot of people, not just celebrities, but people that are trying to do some things that, as their career rises, they do one thing, or they've done something that's in the past as well, and it comes back to haunt them. When you're doing the social media, the Twitter,
Kevin Hart,
it comes back in the past. It comes back from the past and haunts you. So,
he got bit on a homophobic.
He apologized 100 times, and he said, "I ain't apologizing no more."
Y'all can keep them out.
That was Chrissy Teigen too, wasn't it?
Nick Cannon, you know.
Was that Chrissy Teigen did something, said something wrong? Is that her name?
Yeah, but she wasn't that huge. But you know, Nick Cannon, you know, he messed up. He said,
he almost lost. Well, you know, Nick Cannon money ain't never gonna run out. You know, he's
from a wealthy family.
Yeah, so I was ready to say his money.
But Nick made a lot of money
on himself by himself too. Yeah.
He had a lot of kids though.
Well, he still got a lot of money.
And he said he planned those kids, all of them. He planned them.
Wow.
He taking care of them too. And
bless him.
Nick Cannon never has to worry about money again. But you know, I mean,
he never had to worry about it from the beginning when he first started.
Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan. I just brought her up because I think she's beautiful. But no, her father was Stan Lathan, the guy that used to do all of these concerts. He's
a producer, isn't he?
Yeah,
She is now too, isn't she? Dabbling in that.
Yeah, you know, you should. Yes, you should. I can't wait to see what Uji got for us. I'm ready to film. Got to get Simply Suzette going. Make sure we get the distinguished authors guild. Hold on, I'm talking now.
Yes.
Distinguished authors guild.
Yes. Get your tickets. Get your tickets.
Yeah.
They're on Eventbrite. Distinguished Authors Guild. $45 for the award show. $75 for the award show, and we're having a VIP concert. Guess who's going to be in the? Should I tell them?
Ruby Tech.
I'm singing, y'all. So
Should I tell them who's going to be? Who's going to be? Who's going to be in the hosting the concert? Don't say anything. Okay.
Not right now.
You're going to be on the edge of your seat until we let it loose.
Not right now.
So is that in the GI?
No, it's virtual.
Virtual.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
I thought something's going to be in Oak Lawn. So it's all virtual?
No, Oak Lawn is the authors brunch.
Okay.
It's virtual, man. Everybody, look, y'all. This is Dope Living TV Live. Y'all inbox me. You want to somebody show off that T-shirt, girl? Come on, y'all. Look at them. Y'all
I should have worn mine. I haven't done laundry yet, y'all. I have it on tomorrow. I'm doing laundry tonight.
No, Maurice.
Original download.
I'm gonna hurry to send Maurice. I'm gonna send Maurice's next day air.
There's mine.
I'm gonna send his next day air.
You guys got the same colors.
Yeah, everybody got black.
We did.
I tried to get them to get these other colors, man, but they wasn't.
I'm gonna get a pink one for October for breast cancer awareness, though.
Kitty. So look, everybody.
You got issues.
I got issues. This is Dope TV. Like, we try to talk about some things that are pertinent. I don't want to talk about COVID no more because if you're not down with prevention, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna stay away from you if you're part of the problem. All right, make sure everybody go out and That wasn't me, y'all. Y'all the one did this. Okay, you made your bed. You're gonna lie in it. All right. Anyway, I'm drinking me some brisk tea.
Oh.
Getting in trouble.
My cup is empathy.
Trouble. But it's all good, okay? I still got to represent, though. Okay?
Oh, we'll give me some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Kool-Aid and all of that, man, okay? We're still working, okay? That's why I'm going to be here a little bit longer. Anyway, make sure you check out the Distinguished Author Guild. Look for Simply Suzette coming real soon. Suzette, we got to also do that birthday party for the
class.
Okay, we got to do that. Samantha, what you got going on, Samantha?
You know what? I'm in the midst of making a decision if I'm going to really start back doing my foundations for women. I was doing custom fittings for ladies for a lot of years and had to step back from it for health reasons. And actually the company did some shifting. So I'm trying to see if I can get back into it. I miss it. I miss my customers and serving the ladies that I was able to serve. But of course, as you get older, you have to just kind of remake yourself and start doing things in a different way. So I'm in the midst of doing that right now. So I'm going to decide if I'm going to, whether I am or am not going to do it. So, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with reinvention, okay? Not at all. Tell her what you're doing.
Who? Me?
That would be Marcella.
Okay. At this point, I'm just recuperating and getting some things together that I had started previously.
Cool.
And I'll be making announcements shortly.
Maurice, what you doing, bro?
Well, I'm hoping here shortly to get with Chris, in Vegas about that network.
Right. That's going to happen. So don't worry about that, okay? And Suzette, what else are you doing?
I'm doing Simply Suzette. I have a friend that's going to come over and refresh me on iMovie so that I can kind of edit or know how to edit my own stuff. And also, I did send a letter to the city to see what they did. They still haven't done anything yet. I kind of think it's not going to happen like right about now because there's other stuff like this COVID.
Well, and old boy done messed up everybody's jobs down there, supposedly, due to back out.
Did he?
Yeah, the guy backed out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I had a chance to speak. I was had a chance to hang out with Gina this weekend, and I spoke with Mr. Prince. He said he has no problem with coming on here to discuss some things, but he just don't want to talk about that. Okay. So there's nothing personal, Jerome, but you know, outside of that, what we
no.
The Genesis Center and the other thing.
Yeah.
Because they're suing. The city of Gary is suing, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just
so you guys take a look at that video that I sent you the interview.
Link. Yeah.
The link to the interview that he did. He talked about some of the things that's coming to Gary.
Yeah, we cannot look. I'm gonna tell you this, and then we got to go. We can't blame him for everything that's going on.
I don't blame him at all. He's trying.
You know, he is a stand-up guy. Things are happening that sometimes are out of his control. Okay, when I heard about the deal that went bad, okay, I was pissed because.
But you know what, though, Greg,
it's not his fault.
Yes, but he did do something that he shouldn't have, and that was he did not take it to the commission like he was supposed to, because everything that transpires in the city,
How do you know that?
Because they came back. It was backlash because he went over their head, and he did not bring it to the city to vote on. He didn't take the steps that he was supposed to.
Okay, now speaking
and a lot of people feel like he should have researched that guy. You know, he didn't have
evidently
a
he
good
had
track
some
record.
right. He didn't have no track record. I think he's been running around here
scooping up land. There's someone else involved also, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
Ooh, you gonna suspend us out to tomorrow like that?
Chris called.
Just gonna say there's someone else involved in that.
Dang. So what is there a link that we can go?
We're gonna leave it right there. I just stuck a period right there for now.
Well, let's leave it right there, and let's
take this show on out of here.
So
good night, everyone.
We want to thank everybody.
I'm gonna go get me some
pre-tails
now.
Pre-tails.
I'm gonna go ahead and find me a ponytail for tomorrow.
Ponytail for tomorrow. I mean, there's a horse on what 25th.
And it's a few horses.
Just
Martin Luther King Drive.
Suzette, we gotta talk. I need to start doing something. So we definitely gotta talk.
Okay, or you can hit the deer.
Line coming.
Get the little tail off the deer off the highway.
Say white tails.
Yeah, get the white tail.
Shoot, I can go across the street and get that.
Oh dang.
They all over. I try to drive down the street. I have to stop and just like they look at me like, oh what? No.
I heard that's some good meat.
Who?
I heard that's some good Thanksgiving meat. Deer meat.
Venison?
Yeah. Man, that's
Vincent.
It's okay.
I ate
venison, isn't it what they call it?
Yeah, venison.
I don't know.
Meat.
That's what it's called, venison.
It smells gamey.
People done exactly, and people done did
deer
jerky and all that other stuff. No,
but they're cute, so I couldn't kill them anyway. They just arrogant as crap. When I was working there, I may be late for work.
I see another one that comes in the highway when I'm driving to just look at me.
I had one destroy a truck.
I drove it was a long time ago when we drove to New York to see my brother get married the first time, and we drove there. I had never seen so many dead deer just split open down the middle.
Dead.
Look, Suzette. I remember going to Knoxville one morning. I was coming off the plateau. It's like coming off a mountain. And I saw this deer. He done let one car pass. He let two car pass. My truck come up and he decided he gonna step out of the road. I knocked the horns off that mother. Pow! Tore up my truck.
I was getting ready to tell you. Told me.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you thinking that I slammed on the brakes, and before I knew it, I got out the way. And it's kind of like an offset hit to all the front of the van up. That van was a year old, and
I saw one on Klein Avenue by the airport in Gary since I've been here. And I mean that deer was pimping, dude. He was just taking his time. Okay, he was just pimping.
They everywhere.
We have herds of herds of them. They're in my back. They come through the backyard. They go across the street. The bunnies, the raccoons. I just moved to the wilderness.
Suburban deer. Okay,
I'm out here.
In Gary,
we said suburban deer.
A whole different ballgame. Them Gary
suburban.
deer.
Man, we got We got coyotes, foxes, possums, skunks,
Wild Kingdom.
everything. Yeah.
Mutual of
We got
Omaha,
all here.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and ain't no more Mutual of Omaha. You just got the Wild Kingdom left.
Right.
Mutual of Omaha. I remember that. Damn. We're gonna have to do a retro show too. We gotta do a retro show too. Just talk about the old stuff. Anyway, let's get out of here, y'all. Okay, it's Dope Living TV Live.
All right.
There go Gina. That's Samantha. Jay.
Hey.
Suzette. Stella. Maurice. Hey man. And Chris. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey Gina, I'm waving now. I'm not a circle anymore. I'm a square.
Samantha's a circle.
Today
was
he's
it early?
not a circle. Today he's not a circle. Tomorrow he'll be a circle that's glowing on the side like.
Well, it just depends on how many grandbabies in here, you know.
That's all right, man. Have them all. They're part of their family too, all right? Hey, we out, y'all. We'll talk to you.
All right, peace.
All right, good night.